Hey, folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Ruch Report with the man himself, Brendan Ruch. Brendan, how are you?
I'm doing well. Sitting in a damp, cold truck right now. Not on the water today. And, things have taken a little bit of a turn, but things have been great for 3 weeks, so it was about time for, a little turn in the weather.
Yeah, but on a positive note, you got a belly full of quesadilla, right?
Yeah, fajita quesadilla, Las Margaritas. You got to check it out if you're ever in beautiful Southampton, Pennsylvania.
Well, there you go. And so, as we were talking, your weather has started to turn. You've got a front coming through that's going to knock you off the water for a few days, but you're probably, we were saying probably a week or so from seeing spawning bass.
Historically, yeah. I think, this week's really cooling things down. Some bodies of water are experiencing high water events right now. Nothing crazy, but, high and brown and cold. So that might push spawning back on a few of the rivers around me. Some of the smaller bodies of water aren't experiencing that high water, so they might be pushed to the spawn a little bit faster.
Well, there you go. And so, for your awesome 3 weeks on the water, what were you seeing?
It started out with high water and very predictable fish hanging on, just hanging where you think they'd be hanging in high water. Eddies, seams, mid-river structure. As the water started to drop out, the fish were less concentrated. So you're hitting as many spots as you can, like as many likely spots, kind of like I'd be in a pool for 3 hours, just like hitting every good spot or, big boulder I knew of in that pool. And, eventually we're getting, consistent eats off of each spot, but just not, we're not picking up like 3 fish in a spot like we were when the flows were twice the size. But yeah, I had some people who, listen to this and participate in Logjam Live out, from Southeast Michigan and Northwest Ohio. And we had some killer days, 4 good days with those guys. It was a very strong start to the season for us.
Oh, very cool. So you say Southeast Michigan. Any boys from Schultz Outfitters?
Schultz Outfitters customers. Yeah. So they were they came out as clients.
Well, very cool. And we got a question for you from Rodrigo. He wants to know, when are we going to see some more step-by-step patterns? And thanks for hooking me up on the acronym. And he also wanted to know if you have any new flies in the works.
So the next step-by-step video is going to be for how I'm tying the nut job now, and that's going to come out this week on the Schultz Outfitters YouTube channel. We filmed that back in early February. And I don't have like patterns in the works. I do have a single nut job, which I've given him the recipe for. But yeah, I might make like a little blog post or something, or just like an Instagram post with the single recipe. Cause it's pretty simple. It's the same steps, just a little bit different framework for that. But that fly's been doing well for me on the clearer days.
Yeah. And just for, folks that don't know, I know a ton of people do, cause I'm seeing it all over the internet, but why don't you describe your invention for everybody?
So it's less of an invention and more of just combining all the aspects of, like, I guess 4 patterns that I really like fishing and tying. So you've got like Circus Peanut, Leggy Boy, Lafkis's Brushhead Deceiver, and then Pinchkowski's Bad Hair Day. So took the craft fur from the Bad Hair Day as like the veil, using prop, kind of like a Leggy Boy with obviously a bunch of legs. And it's on that like shank hook platform with a mono bead connection. So took that from, tying and fishing the Lafkis Brushhead Deceiver for the last like 5 years. And all of those patterns are pretty much on a peanut platform, I would say. So it's got a big marabou tail, similar to how Russ ties his peanuts and how Mike ties the Leggy Boy. So yeah, it's a combination of all those things, and it's been working really well. I think Austin down in Virginia has like 4 fish over 20 on nut jobs. I've got 3. It's been producing, and it's just a little bit easier for people to cast.
Yeah, and you were telling me too, it also solves the problem between, COVID and bird flu making feathers insanely expensive.
Yeah, it's nice to burn through a patch of craft fur and know that there's going to be craft fur tomorrow if I go to the fly shop. So that's one nice thing about it. But feathers are still coveted, but in my heart. So I don't know. Every time I tie a fly, I'm like, well, that's one less fly I'm getting out of this saddle.
Yeah, I know they've got awesome hen saddles at TCO and State College because every time I'm up there, I usually end up buying about a half a dozen.
Yeah, George usually keeps good inventory there, and obviously the hen saddle plug is going to be Mike and the boys in Southeast Michigan at Schultz Outfitters. They seem to get their hands on a lot of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, so folks, we love questions on the articulate fly. You can email me or DM me on social media. If we use your question, I will send you some articulate fly swag, and that very well may include a sticker for the new Butcher Shop podcast. And actually, to record this, I just took a break from editing my interview with Tommy Lynch, which should drop later this week, and we take a deep dive into the drunk. But Brendan, you wanted to have an interesting kind of our first ever Ruch Report pattern promo. You want to tell folks about it?
Yeah, I think there have been a lot of people tying nut jobs for the last couple months once that Eric's video dropped, and it's really cool to see. And I would like to, I don't know, give someone a Ruch angling hat. So if you want to make a post, with a nut job that you tied, and tag me and the articulate fly, and then I will choose a winner, and then I'll ship you a Ruch angling hat of your choice.
That's cool. So that even includes the dad hat, right?
Oh yeah, we got dad hat, full mesh, flat brim, and then I might have a rope hat left.
There you go. And you might have sweatshirts too, right?
Yeah, depending on what size you are. I think I have to do another order of those. But yeah, I do have hoodies, and if you would be interested in a hoodie, just reach out and I'll get you on the next order.
Oh, well, there you go. And before I let you go and digest your quesadilla and stream Netflix or whatever you young kids do in the evening, why don't you let folks know kind of how to reach out, find you, book a day, and all that kind of good stuff?
Yeah, so I've got maybe 3 days left in May. So you can reach out to Brendan Ruch on Instagram, Brendan Ruch on Facebook, Ruch Angling on Facebook, and you can shoot me an email at ruchangling@gmail.com. That's RUCH.
Well, there you go. Well, folks, as I say, it's pretty much warmed up all over the country at this point. You owe it to yourself to get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Brendan.
Take care, guys. Thanks, Marvin.